No.
Alright.
When I'm here, I'm listening, okay?
Can you send the links out?
Of course, sweetheart.
And I will
Just
send it out to my server.
anything, baby. Oh, you already sent it? No, this yesterday's.
Oh, you already sent it? No,
Oh,
this yesterday's.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm just notifying everybody. I love this title theme. So peak.
Huh?
Said I love Elden Ring title theme.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hi, Leok. You're early enough for a stream because it's the weekend. Hi, Rivy. Oh, I should. Maeve is also here, but her social battery's dead, so obviously if any of the audio settings need to be adjusted, let me know. That's fine, Rivy. How are you, Leok? I'm doing good. How are you? I guess we can finish exploring uh the castle since we killed Godric yesterday. And I kind of just speed ran past a bunch of stuff. Wait, how many? Oh, I didn't use my runes. I should use my runes. I should probably also go activate the Godric Spirit rune. That would be a smart idea. Um, Perfect. Awesome. Sick. I finally have health. Yay. How do you get to the tower again? You just go past. I gotta go past the Elder Lion. I'll never see it coming. Give me them tootsies. Ow. He lived. That wasn't part of the plan. Ow. Okay. Slurp. I hope everybody's having good days today. Uh, I just ate like 10 minutes ago. I had Salisbury steak and potatoes. Backshotted the lion
That
head.
sounds lovely.
It was really good. Oh, I tried to sneak. Stupid bird. Ow! Of course that doesn't work. Get down here. Ow. Oh, I'm not working today. Yeah, stream. You made it. It's always nice to see people in chat, especially people who don't usually get to make it to streams because I usually stream so late because of my work hours. Summoning other players. Oh, thank you, I guess. I'm gonna kill your dog first before I try and bait you into breaking the statue. I'm just going character by characters. First up is Commando on Monsoon. Ooh. I never bothered to do all the characters on Monsoon because I find some of the characters just like really unfun to play. Like I never enjoyed playing Artificer very much or Engineer, even though I know that there are some people that swear by Engineer in Risk of Rain. I just could never get into the Engineer play style of turrets and fungus during everyone's streams and peak hours. NA, it's really lonely. Yeah. Ow! No, you're supposed to do like the big attack so that I can get you to. Oh no, I have to. No, it's not this guy. It's the big troll you lure over here, and you can like step on the statue, right? Maeve, am I correct? Yeah, do I have to lure the troll over here for that?
Huh? Yeah, those like cracked statues. Yeah, you need a big creature to examine to them.
Ugh, that's really annoying. Okay, I can do that though. I can do that. Bunks is not the only way to play. I know it's not the only way to play NG, but it's definitely like the main way people play NG. At least back when I played. That might have changed now that Alloyed Collective has come out. Because that's got like all the new drone stuff, so I imagine something is different. Stupid birds. Okay, let's kill everything around the statue first, probably. Yeah, over here. Get away from your. Oh, you're alive. What? Oh, hi. Okay, there you go. Holy run distance. All right, bro. Little sword dance. Behold a dog. Easily the most annoying enemies in Souls games. Is there a painting in here? Yes, there is. I definitely remember where these paintings are. I'm definitely not lying when I say that, too. Now we just gotta go bait the troll. I can't wait to break the statue, and because I don't remember what's in this, and it's gonna be like a Titanite Shard 2 or something. Eh, bird. Over here. There we go. You missed. Alright. These birds are surprisingly calm. I hate the birds so much. Follow me, buddy. This way, this way. Maeve, what's your favorite note in the Elden Ring main theme?
Um,
There we go.
um, that's a very
Um,
loaded question.
so I wanted to stream Hytale today because I'm actually very interested in playing the game. The problem is the mic that I have for my PC that I use when I'm like on PC is significantly worse than this one.
Oh, is it not on PlayStation?
No, it's not even on Steam. It's like got its own launcher
Oh,
and stuff.
oh.
So at least right now, I could stream, but I didn't feel comfortable streaming with a mic like that as low quality as that one. It sounds fine. The problem is it's really old, and if I move it just wrong, it will like destroy everyone's ears with this horrid static sound. Um, you can ask Maeve. It's done it to her quite a few times. It's terrible. I've ordered a new headset, and I need to like order an actual like standing mic as well. If we're gonna like actually do this seriously. So eventually, I will try and actually stream Hytale and maybe some other stuff on PC. Though I'm not really sure what else I'll be streaming on PC. Do I survive this fall? I do. But yeah, that's why I decided not to. Cause I was really interested in it, but then I was like, oh, I don't want to like destroy the like 5 people that like watch me regularly. I don't want to destroy their ears. But I will stream it. I don't have Kit on, but half these maps have had one single enemy type trying to get my ass. Ow. But that's okay, because I really want to play more Elden Ring anyway. They they can be expensive, like the actual microphones that I would hook up. They can be expensive. They make some like not too terrible cheap ones. I'm gonna ask. I'm probably gonna like ask some people what they would recommend before I make any purchases in that regards because I don't want to spend a bunch of money on like a microphone that just sucks ass. So, oh, isn't there an ulcerated tree spirit down here? Oh shit, I have one heal.
Am I like the cat in the background that is like on your bed?
Yes,
Are you also gonna shock me if I move 2 centimeters from my position?
yes. Better stay. Ow. Better stay on the bed, or I will shock you. Bing. Oh, a little backhand. Yeah, that's about how I expected that to go. Honestly, Leok, if you know anything about standing microphones, feel free to tell me about it, because there's still a lot about this whole venture that I don't know. So it's all a learning process. Hassan lost is not on my bingo card. Yeah, welcome to stream. Also, if you move, Leok, I'm gonna shock you too. All my that's why I only have a few consistent viewers. They know if they leave, I'll shock them. All these stupid rats are back. I missed. Right. That was one tree spear for Urchi's favor. It's very wrong. Big rat. What if I gotta sleep? Then you better leave the stream open or I'm gonna shock you awake. You know, tactical nuke incoming type shit. I'll run to your house and personally shock you. What? Damn. Maeve knows these enemies inside and out, and I just can't follow. All of their attacks look the same to me.
Ultra tree spirits, yeah, I don't know. I, I've told this to you a million times, but we're on stream, so I have an excuse to actually tell this to other people. I, if you know an early area where this guy is present, then you probably know what's going on. The one of the first dungeon you ever encounter after starting the game is the hero's grave in the tutorial area. It's not really locked by the imp statue, but still it's an early enough area to where like you can come back there at a low enough level.
You could
So
also
what
just start
happened?
with a stone sword key and get in there
Yeah, but
immediately.
that's I don't start with Sunfire Keys. I didn't do it. Um, my starting item of choice is always seed, golden
Hmm.
seed. Anyways, not the point. On my actual playthrough of the game, what happened
Okay.
is I got there pretty early in early game, and I wasn't leveled quite enough to beat the guy easily. But the problem is the dungeon before him was pretty awful, and
Okay.
uh, there's no grace right before him. Instead, there's a stake of Marika, which meant that I could die and respawn to him and keep hitting my head against him. But if I left, if I were to warp out, then I would have to make the whole dungeon check again. And just out of pure spite for the dungeon and not wanting to go through it again, I kept hitting my head against the Ultra G Spirit in the early game, like without being properly leveled for it, until I just like learned all of its moves and were able to no hit it.
Not a bad way to learn the boss. To be
Yeah,
fair,
it's
that's
like one of,
why
like, again. That's
Maeve's experience with Ultra Chi Spirit is why I'm so good at fighting the dragons, because I did the exact same thing with the flying dragon in the lake. It was like the second boss I came across, and I was like, I'm not leaving until this dragon is dead.
yeah, and uh, well, I mean, for me, it's one of my favorite parts of just Souls games in general. Is
Absolutely.
like hitting my head against the boss until I learn their moveset.
Hmm. Absolutely. I love. That's like my favorite part of Souls games and like Souls likes in general is
Mm-hmm.
just the learning process, and then finally the euphoria when you clear a challenge.
Yep.
Assuming the
Mm-hmm.
challenge feels fair, there are some Souls likes that go a little too far into the just this isn't hard because it's a challenge. It's hard because they've done everything they can to make it annoying. Like oh the boss
You
spawns
really
ads,
need to play
or
Demon Souls.
yeah you keep saying that, and the more you say that, the less likely I am to play it. You know that, right? Do I? Oh, I do have a stone sword key. There's one down there. Um, but yeah, like oh this boss spawns ads. This boss procs like 7 status effects with one hit. Stuff like that. None of the FromSoft games do that, and Lies of P doesn't do that. Um, but I've definitely experienced games that do that. I played some game. It was a very long time ago, and I don't remember the name of it.
What
But
is the Soul like?
it was a Souls like. It was just bosses, right? There was no like story, like
Uh
exploration or
huh.
anything. The entire point of the game was like you were a little
Uh
dude
huh.
and you were fighting like incarnations of like the 7 sins or whatever, I think. And every
Uh
time you
huh.
beat one, you got a debuff for having beat it. So by the time you got to the whichever, because you could do them in any order, by the time you got to the whatever one you were doing last, you had 6 debuffs that made the final fight nearly impossible, and it was just not fun. Because I remember, like the fourth debuff you get is like you have half health, which means every boss past that just one hits you.
Oh.
Uh, it's just not fun. I kind of forgot this dude was here. Not gonna lie. Ow. I didn't know you could even combo into that. Oh, his best move, screaming really loudly. Oh, okay. The last hit has longer range than the rest of it. Even in FromSoft, you don't need to use a specific damage type against certain bosses. Lots of other games you do. Yeah, like most FromSoft is like, oh, this boss is like weak to fire, right? And it's like usually the way it works in, at least from what I've noticed, is like if the boss is weak to fire, it's like, ooh, fire does extra damage, but me not using fire isn't detrimental to my like
Most
gameplay.
weaknesses in Souls are like at most 20% more, which
Mm-hmm.
is not big enough to be mandatory and not big enough to cause issues with,
Mm-hmm.
not big enough to cause issues with balancing where it suddenly becomes really hard if you don't have that damage tank.
The only
There are.
off the top of my head, the only example I can think of where it's like more than 20% is like Deathrite Bird with holy damage.
Mhm.
Uh,
There are
which
definitely exceptions.
which in my opinion might as well be mandatory because hitting Deathrite Bird more than 4 times is an ordeal in of itself because it doesn't stop moving and its hitbox is awful.
There are absolutely exceptions. Usually they want to give you a modest advantage or disadvantage, but not like entirely lock out damage type. It's usually 40%.
Mm-hmm.
And 60 and 80 are really, really rare, but they are reserved for bosses that are like not the element you want to be fighting for. Like I think Moog is 80% resistant to fire, meaning
Yeah.
that you really do not want to fight him with fire like at all.
Night Rain does
And the
more with
vice,
resistances than most of the other FromSoft game does, but Night Rain's also a roguelike, so
yeah, yeah,
it
it's
like
not as
plays more
easy to
into
like
it.
guarantee the whatever damage type you're in for like
Yeah.
using infusions or anything.
Yeah.
And vice versa is extremely rare, except for few cases where it's like shared order like doubles your damage against enemies that are weak to shared order, for example. But that is a very, very situational, and it does trivialize them, to be fair. And there's weird cases like Knight's Cavalry where they're like 20% resistant to lightning or something, or 10% resistant to lightning. And you would think but lightning is actually their weakest damage type because all of the other resistances are like 20 plus. So, despite the fact that they are resistant to everything, you just, their weakness is whatever they're least resistant to.
I hate Rapid Scion. I don't actually remember all of the bits of this place I didn't explore. There's a lot though. I just got like actually jump scared by that guy. I forgot he was here. You need for the last boss. See, I actually disagree. I find that almost every time, especially when I'm doing Everdark fights in Night Rain, I find that almost every time the specific element that you need isn't on the map. Just ever.
It's way too often. And some of them are whatever. Like Adele doesn't have a weakness per se. He's just like really resistant to lightning and somewhat resistant to fire. But his weakness, quote unquote, is poison, which is like whatever. All it does is like in the first phase, if you poison him, he throws up for a little bit, and that's it. And like obviously he's easy to proc poison on, but it's just easy to frost. But frost isn't listed as his weakness. Like, I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
then there's bosses like Fulgore who have a whole gimmick where he does an attack, and if you don't hit him with lightning during that attack, not only do you get debuffed for hitting him with anything else in lightning, any other damage type, including physical, which even like normal weapon that are lightning still have split physical damage. Not only does that, but he's like powers up and does a stupid attack that is like really annoying to dodge. So you pretty much need lightning, which makes it all the more annoying when you load into a full gore run and there's not a single like lightning camp in the map. There's no way to like semi guarantee a lightning weapon.
Yeah. the first five Night Lords, so I'm sure it does change. I mean, I think Maeve gave like the best example because Fulgor is so reliant on like lightning damage specifically to stop his gimmick. Um, and me and Maeve have had multiple occasions where we'll load into like an Everdark Fulgor fight, or even just a regular Fulgor fight, which isn't as big of a deal because it's regular Fulgor.
Actually,
Um,
no. I mean, yes and no. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Either way, we load into like a Fulgor and there's no lightning ruins in the map anywhere. So you either have to pray
Mm-hmm.
that you get one from a random drop, which is not super common, or you have to
Started with a weapon.
have like a start with like lightning damage on your armament, which is the only
Mm-hmm.
reason I even have one of those relics because the other effects on it suck. I hate the
Yep.
relic system. God, I hate the relic
Mm-hmm.
system.
Yep. But yeah, Fulgur is funny because non-Everdark is both less and more of a deal. He's less of a deal in the sense that he's just easier, obviously, but he's more of a deal because uh, Fulgur loses the tapping to interrupt with lightning in phase three, meaning that in Everdark you'll need to get over the hurdle of that like starting 40% ish HP to prevent him, and there's a chance he just doesn't do the stance in that time. But for normal Fulgur, you kind of have to be on the lookout for the whole fight.
Yeah, it's as much as I enjoy playing Night Rain, mostly just as like honestly, me and Maeve play it as just like a pastime, like when we have nothing else to do most of the time. I just there's a lot of stuff in Night Rain that really does bug me. I think the relic system is not super fun to engage with. Um, I think especially with bosses like Fulgor, I feel like they should at least guarantee a lightning ruin spawns somewhere on the map. Um, and I we talked about this in when we were streaming Night Rain like a few days ago, but some of the Everdarks are just so bad. Everdark Augur is so boring. I hate fighting Augur. Actual snooze fest. Does this fall kill me? Probably not. Right? This is Elden Ring. I can fall further. Ugh, I'm good. Sure they. Yeah, well, I meant more like on like specs of like what a good mic would not necessarily the price. I mean, price matters too, obviously, but like I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a mic that'll like break in a week. Is what I'm talking about. I'm talking like what's a good quality, I guess, because I don't know where to start. Weapon Bequeathed Harmonia looks stupid tough. Yeah. Um, my favorite Everdark is Libra, which I don't know if
I think you mean
or
base fight,
yeah,
not
sorry,
Everdark.
base. My favorite Everdark is probably Balancers.
Really?
Yeah, it's grown on
I
me
did
like
not
a
expect that.
lot. I
Yeah, it's
love
great.
Everdark Balancers.
I enjoyed
I
that.
I didn't like Everdark Balancers when I first tried it because a lot of the attacks felt very they felt like a bit much. But then I realized that you can actually just jump over most of the like attacks from like the big
True.
freak out move, so it like didn't matter.
Mhm. Gladius is good, but he has a fair share of issues. I think he's just. I'd say
Ow.
he's like a low A, high B tier fight. Um,
Who?
he is what?
Who are you talking about?
Everard Gladius.
Oh, I love
He's
Gladius.
he's fine. He just has some issues like the base issue of having three things to worry about and like hold aggro, which is really annoying, especially since they really like they have multiple attacks that kind of put them behind you, which is an issue when there's three of them on one side, boom, there's suddenly two of them on one side, one on the other. Like it's gonna be annoying. And the ground crawl attacks that you can't jump over are awkward to dodge. Those are like my two main issues. He's still a really
Mm.
fun fight, I think. He's just tough.
Ow.
I think he definitely gets bonus points for the contrast of when he released. after like three successive awful Everdarks that nobody liked.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Adele is an example of a great Everdark, but I don't like the base fight like that much. It's like
Yeah, Base Adele's like
the way it's
okay.
made. It's like the way the Everdark is made is really nice because it's just more of what you like about Adele. It's just I don't like Adele that much. Like I like it moderately. I enjoy him. It's just not like a wow thing. Fulgor is in that same category, but I like Fulgor a bit more. Um, Animus is surprising because Animus makes sentient pest easier. Not easier, but like more fun and more reasonable, more fair. I think the word I was used is fair,
Hmm.
which is why I personally like him over the base fight. Maris is kind of whatever. Maris is a case where the Underdark is boring, but the base fight is also boring, so the Underdark actually makes it a little
You would.
less boring. Um, Libra, we don't talk about Libra. And Caligo is the opposite case where it takes the worst instead of taking like Adele and Fulgor, where it takes the best parts of the fight and enhances them. It's the opposite. It takes the worst parts of the fight and enhances them, which is the
Hmm.
fucking AOE spam and forcing you to run away from her every 20 seconds. Yeah, did I miss anyone? No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think so.
so.
Balancer is great. Balancer is entirely different because it kind of reimagines the fight in a lot of cases. Uh, the only criticism I have of Balancers is that during the big worm phase, there's very little time to actually retaliate. It's almost like a cutscene in a
Yeah,
sense,
you're basically
where you
until
just
like the
dodge,
very
dodge, dodge,
end where you
dodge.
have to like hit it to stop the like big move. You're
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like stuck
And
watching
even
it.
that is very risky on that era because it sometimes just doesn't work, especially if you don't have much voice damage to
Yeah,
speak of. Like
yeah.
if you're playing duos and want to use Duchess, like sorry, you're not centering it probably.
Mm-hmm. Has to be my least favorite fight for such a yeah. It is actual sleep.
It definitely put me to sleep IRL at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sleep, I actually got very little sleep today. I had like under 3 hours. I woke up at like 7, so I went to sleep at like 4 something, maybe 5 even. I woke up at 7, and then I fell asleep again. I woke up past the submission deadline. No, not past it, but past the submission open. So it was at 9, and I put an alarm at like 8:45 or 8:50, but it just didn't work for whatever reason. So I woke up at 9:30 naturally. Thankfully, I did submit it, and I do believe I still got into the first 10, thankfully, which gives me my bonus. But yeah, and then I tried to sleep. I had time from 9:30 to like 2 p.m. when I started D&D, and I tried to sleep, and I was like on and off trying to sleep, and then realizing that I can't sleep, and watching some YouTube videos about Dark Souls, and then trying to go to sleep again, and then I just cycle, and I just didn't get to sleep a lot. So excuse me if I pass out today soon. I hope I don't. I mean, all things considered, maybe it would be best for me to take a nappy nap and then wake up energized for movie night.
Mm-hmm.
What are we watching? What are we anyone? Because the poll is a 50-50.
Yeah, it's a tie, so I actually don't know.
I feel like it's a tie, but there's two things going for Ballerina. One is it's finishing off what we started, which was
Mm-hmm.
the Hall of John Wick everything, and two is the fact that both you and I voted, and we are obviously the most important people. They are the
Yeah,
king
clearly,
and queen
clearly.
of
Yeah, yeah.
Lost and Found. So
Yeah, this isn't a democracy, everybody.
this never was.
Yeah, we'll probably watch Ballerina, and then we'll just do. I just won't run a
And then we
poll.
start
I'll
Kingsman.
just do Kingsman next week.
Yep, we'll just start on whatever those games are or movies.
Dead Lion. Now we can go activate the Great Rune. Then we can go to Liurnia. Well, I should take the Chrysalis Memento back to what's her name first before going to Liurnia. That
Roderica.
yeah, because that breaks the quest if I go to Liurnia.
You
Killing a
can go to
Roderick.
there and you just can't grab graces there.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Which is like doable. Like theoretically, depending on what you want, if you want to just grab one thing, like the winged sword insignia or like something from Trader,
Hmm.
I suppose nothing's stopping you. I'm just not returning grace. It's just not going to be annoying to go through it again after.
Yeah. All
I
right.
have 94 pulls.
94 pull. I think I've got like 40. Wait, when
I
is
actually have more.
rerun banner starts next week, right?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I
Yeah.
literally had to reschedule my Dragonheim session because of that.
Yeah, we
Because
need to.
it's supposed to start at 9:30, but then I was like, oh shit, I have a pool party at 10, so I had to
Yeah,
reschedule it.
yeah, we need to set up the pool party event for
I did
everybody. Oh, you already set it up in the server?
a
Okay. Okay.
couple days ago.
Okay. I will be out there and I will be trying to pull M1 Yi Shangguang.
I actually have a little more if you count my mono. I think with the mono I have like over 100 pulls at this point,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice. And then 7 more if you count the built up 80 that I already have
Yeah, and like
on
80
the
more
banner.
since you're gonna be topping up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maeve is a whale now, everybody. Who are you pulling for your own banner, Toothless? I'm curious. Or are you just excited to be there and watch? Sambi M0S1, hopefully. Do you have? I'm assuming you don't have Sambi, so this will be your first time pulling Sambi. I hope your pulls go well. Hope you get M6 Sambi in 110 pull. Hope you don't get Neko modded. Ooh, you know what? I should ask chat. Should I go to Liurni or should I go to Kaled first? If I should Sambi ball, to be honest. Um, I don't know enough about Sambi to give you advice on that, but Maeve does. Yeah, it is guaranteed. Oh, right, it's guarantee. Well, it's a guarantee the first time. So
Yeah, but most people are going to be pulling one as well,
I
so
don't. Yeah, that's fair.
guaranteed.
That's fair.
And it's guaranteed on engine as well, so like
Mhm.
you can cut down really high. Because
Mhm.
I'm pulling one engine and one character, theoretically maybe just
I
one
don't
engine
think.
without the character.
See, Toothless. That's what Hoyo wants you to think. Right before you get Neko modded, anyway.
um, Kara did some math and he said that the rerun banner on average is just about a 30% discount on your character. Like if you count the odds, like the average amount of pools one needs to spend to get a character,
Mhm.
and you count for not hitting a 50-50, it's about like a 33, like a third percent discount,
Hmm. Maeve. Should I go
Hmm.
to Liurni or Kayla?
I mean, logically, Liurnia, knowing your masochism, maybe Galen.
Okay. Leok wants to know about Sammy's ball worth.
It's really good. I can't tell you much about ball work because I had different criteria for ball like value. Um, I mean, it is obviously her best option as always. I think she still has some good options, like free to play. It's also pretty solid free to play, like option, like kind of like a Heartstring Nocturne on Eve, like a universal thing you can tap onto everyone because literally 78% crit damage for free. Actually, wait, it's more. No, hold up. Because basic and special attack also work. So holy shit, it's actually 98% for most characters. Because we don't have any more on field aftershockers, I guess. But yeah, it's actually a really good free to play
Ow.
options if you're willing to switch.
Fucking
And it's
two
obviously her
dashes.
best option.
There we go.
And it's extra good for her if you are running her with with her best in slot team with Orpheus and Trigger, because it means she shares more of that crit rate,
Yeah.
crit damage
Which, like, if you
across
don't
the
have
team.
Orpheus and Trigger, like, are you even playing the game right? Like, come on now.
True.
If I pull the ball or Arya. I mean, okay, I don't like the idols personally, but I always think that more characters is probably better than signature engines.
I think it's an objective thing to say that Arya is going to be more worth to your account,
Yeah, like,
not necessarily more worth to the Anvi team,
yeah.
because you're probably not going to use her. I mean, you
Hmm.
can. I don't think it's stopping you because she's a
Like,
like attack anomaly. Wait, no, Arya. Sorry. I'm stupid. I'm thinking Sana. No, Arya is the anomaly character.
yeah,
Oh, then it's depends on how much. Like if you, I think if you like Arya enough to be voting for her, then like you know
yeah,
better have that than a ball. But if you, it depends on what you want more. Do you want your Senbi team to be better, or do you want a new character or something?
yeah,
And do also kind of account for the fact that if you're pulling Arya, you kind of want the other idols as well.
yeah,
Of the three idols, I
oh,
only like Arya. I think she's very pretty. She's very cute. But the issue with her is that again, I kind of would need to pull other idols, and among other issues and reasons why I don't think I'll be going for her. Just the fact that she might struggle without Sana and you. I'm just probably gonna be skipping.
I don't know.
And instead, after the party, I've decided that I'm gonna be just dumping every single pull into
Hmm.
Yeshua until end of patch. So I'll literally be pulling as long as I can. I'm not gonna be much. It's not gonna be that much. I mean, pulls unless you get lucky. But the more minescapes you get, the closer I am to that
Yeah.
eventual M6.
Well, like I said, Leok, personally, I feel like a new character will always provide more than a signature engine will, but it really depends on like if Arya provides your account something that it doesn't already have.
And if you
Obviously,
just like her enough.
yeah, or if like obviously, waifu over meta as well. Like if you just like Arya, go for it. That's obviously
But it's
more important.
also the opposite. If you like Sandy enough, if Sandy's like one of your
Absolutely,
favorite
yeah.
characters, I'd I'd take a Sig for my favorite character over many characters in this game, even those that I have pulled and Alden. You know what I mean? So it I'd say it's
Ow.
more like what I like more.
Yeah. But Sambi's, I think the takeaway is Sambi's Sig is good. Your real question is if is it worth getting Sambi Sig over another character that you might want? The other idols, it's normally changed my mind. Okay. Yeah, honestly, Rivi, I haven't played Remnant 1, so I can't comment on that, but it sounds terrible.
What? What are you talking about?
There's a boss in Remnant 1, apparently, that's like really early
Oh,
on that basically just one shots you, despite being
oh.
one of the first
I
bosses you run into.
I played Remnant One. I didn't know this was so like I only recently found out
I
that
will pull
it's
her ball,
apparently
fuck meta. Yeah, based.
based.
Based Leok. We should
I'm
play,
kind of I don't
we should play
see.
Remnant.
We should play Remnant too. I don't see the ILs uprooting the meta.
I don't
I
either.
think they're gonna be just fine.
I think
Kind
they're
of
gonna be
like,
good, but they're not gonna be like
yeah,
meta shifting. I don't think.
kind of like Spook Shack.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spook Shack, their characters are fine. They didn't like define the meta, and missing out on them wasn't a like a big loss.
Yeah, I remember
I think
when Yuzuha came out, there was this big. I remember everyone was like, "Yuzuha is the best character in the game, guys. If you don't pull her, you're bricking your account."
limited support moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Obol for how little attention devs give it. Obol changed the meta. Not change the meta, but like they are confidently in the upper echelons of meta for a long time. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's really nice. Like Sandby Trigger kind of like was a big deal, right? And Sandby got her early buff, and now with Orphe and how much they just synergize. Like the double-sided synergy of Orphe, the buffs she gives to attackers, and Sanbi, the buff she gives to her whole team, and the fact that she's the on-field aftershocker, just they work both ways in such a cool way, and Trigger just is just cherry on top. Like I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Uh, Sandy, Trigger, Orphe is one of my favorite teams on the basis of how much it synergizes, how much it works in lore, and how fun it is to play.
No one will guess
So
what my favorite team is. It's a real
we need
mystery.
more factions that are
Or S rank
that
Billy
can work
Fund.
together.
I also would love
I
to
think
save
way
up for
more
S
S-rank
rank
Billy Kong.
Billy. However, I'm just not sure when S rank Billy will happen. I'm sure it's going to. I would be genuinely
I
surprised if it didn't. Okay. I didn't even know that they could Sonic roll. What the fuck was that?
unironically, next match after the first two idols, I don't know if you're expecting the third idol and Billy.
Really? That is huh.
Yeah,
I think that's an optimistic.
yeah.
I would
They
be
they
happy, but
they brought something up. I don't remember where they put this. Somewhere they put something about the re-release of what's his face, Starlight Knight.
mhm.
And I think my thing doesn't have too much to go off of. It's just the fact that we are getting a new faction which has three members, all of them are S ranks, meaning
Yeah, I've
that
never seen that Toothless. That caught me completely off guard.
meaning that what are you? Who's phone calling you?
No, the Toothless was I had never seen the trolls do the Sonic roll either.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's from time. Yeah, um, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, and they will have to either start a entirely new factions we haven't seen in that same patch, or they top it off with S rank Billy
No.
in what 1 point or 2.7, and then they can start a fresh new season without any carryover and without any um, obligation to finish a faction they started. Obviously, it doesn't have to be. They could create a faction with three characters and run another patch, take us all the way into 2.8. I don't know. The first season had went 2.7. I don't see why this one would go to further than zero point 0.7. And I think a character like
Most.
a remix of a original character that doesn't necessarily belong to a particular faction is a perfect way to plug the last one banner
Mhm.
before a new season.
Most of the time, Hoyo patches don't go past zero point 0.7. Sometimes they do, but it's
There's
not common.
precedent, yeah. But there's also precedent for point 0.6, running in point 0.6. So it's
Mhm.
like, you know, yeah, point 0.7 is a default that I assume. It's 8 patches total, right? Which is a very good
Mhm.
baseline.
Mhm. Do I do Caitlyn Power like immediately? Probably not. I hate Caitlyn Power. 2.7,
There is
so
a strength phase weapon,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the strength space. I've already got the strength space weapon I want to use for the playthrough. So I don't need the Godslayer Greatsword. Time to die to Putrid Avatar. Definitely do an A rank soon. I really wish we got more A ranks. Can we do? Because we've gotten how many new A ranks since the game came out? 3?
Since the game came out,
3?
Seth,
Seth,
Pulchra,
Monato,
no,
and
definitely,
oh no,
definitely
four,
not three.
four. Yeah, no, you're
Seth,
right. I forgot
Pulchra,
Pulchra.
Mantle Pan.
Yeah, I forgot about Pulchra.
Uh,
That's it. So it's been
Seth,
4.
Mantle, Pulchra,
I guess
Pan.
that's not
It is
as
fun.
bad. I forgot Pulchra existed, so Pulchra fan base about to be in shambles after hearing that.
Pride will not recover.
There we go. Uh. Okay. Do I think I will actually be able to kill this guy? I mean, it's an Urchi avatar, but he has the Scarlet Rot fart, so we'll see. I do good damage. Yep. uh yeah, I forgot his jump is the big old you cannot approach move now. That was short lived. I'll be fine. Immediately, okay. What? Huh? Oh, one just happened to land right on my head. Peek.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
really sad.
Why?
My submission for the tournament got disqualified because I didn't show engineer finance.
Oh,
I didn't know.
I
I'm
didn't.
gonna
I
beg.
I didn't know that either.
I'm gonna beg.
What? Oh, I just didn't get the option to respawn at the Stake of America that time. Okay. Thanks, Elden Ring. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. Um, I'm, depending on how I feel, I might just stream till movie night and just play the game.
I'm passing out.
How happy to
Gonna
speak.
be
Damn you,
honest.
Marika. Oh, yeah. This is like the one thing they changed for Future Avatar, and it's the most annoying thing ever.
Oh, I never had an issue with it because usually you need to like roll past it and you're
Yeah, see, I just
totally avoided.
I just did that, and it still hit me. Is the thing,
Mm.
because it's not a consistent thing. Is the problem? There we go. Really? I hit circle. What? I just stood there. There's actually trolling just using the butt slam 4 times in a row. By the way, at least it's letting you spawn at Stake of America this time. surprised it gave me that. There we go. Whole 9,000 runes. I actually don't remember if there's anything over by this tree other than this guy. I don't think so. Nope. Oh, actually, yes, there is. Minor Earth Tree Catacombs. I don't remember this place. I just wasn't paying attention, not gonna lie. Okay. Gotta love the imps. Will I stream Enfield? Maybe. I want to try the game. The problem with Enfield is I struggle a lot with keeping up with open world gachas because I just lack time. Um, but when I try the game, I'll probably stream it. I don't see why not. If that's something people want to witness anyway. I don't know anything about Arknights, to be fair. All I know is that Enfield is like an open world Arknights game, and that Arknights was tower defense. I played the original Arknights for like maybe 2 hours and was bored the whole time. But I can try Enfield. Looks interesting. The characters always looked cool, so I know nothing about Enfield. I think I will try it for the first few months and see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. God, I can hate that attack. Screw you. It's a really slow tower defense game. That's how I was bored. I'm not gonna lie. Like I just didn't find the gameplay fun. Ow. Don't I have? Yeah, I do have that. Yeah, it's fine. Forked hatchet. Oh boy. Don't like strategy game. Not at all. I love strategy games. I've beat Baldur's Gate in honor mode. I've played XCOM in like the Iron Man difficulties. Like I, it being a strategy game is not the problem. Oh, okay, dude. All right. Hey, if you're enjoying the game, more power to you. I'm not gonna like fault you for it just because I don't like the gameplay. From acid, and I don't remember the last time I ate in the past 2 days. Yeah, go eat something. No, I'm not gonna shock. No, Rivi is a her, by the way. But no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna shock Rivi. Oh, there we go. Stupid great sword man. I. All right, bro. Oh, okay. There we go. Any more of you dudes hiding on the ceiling around the corner? No? Okay. Leak, I have a question. What do you do in your day-to-day life, if you don't mind sharing? I'm just curious. Are you a student? Do you work? Are you unemployed? All right. I am a student. Oh, okay. Something I definitely don't miss being an adult. I don't know. I was just curious. Okay. Fucking slime, get off me. Oh, that just killed me instantly. Yeah, yeah, solo run. Um, I was just curious. One thing I definitely don't miss as a fully grown adult is I don't miss going to classes. I hated that. Even though I like have to go to work every day nowadays, which is kind of the same thing. Um, I don't
Getting
miss
paid
going
for
to
it.
class. Yeah, at least I get paid. I do not miss school. School sucked, especially since like because like I'm American and like the American school like the U.S. school system is just so awful. It's so bad.
Honestly, as much as I like to make fun of the things you do really there, I wouldn't say that school systems here are much better.
Oh, that's
In
fair.
general, just like a lot of just the common school systems are sort of like they don't teach you a lot of important skills, and then they teach you a lot of unimportant skills.
Ow. I forgot that this was the double or burial watchdog fight. Yep. I mean, here due to the heavy corruption, the exams, I rarely go to school. I have to study all day. Ooh, that's bad. That's more school being bad in general. You know, fair.
It's
I'm
just
an
a lot of
introvert.
oh, remember, learn this, learn that, remember, and forget as soon as the ends.
I mean, that's kind of how American school is too. They don't
Exactly.
they don't teach you like anything that you actually like need for life. I had to learn how to do taxes myself. I had to figure
Yeah.
that shit out, which is ridiculous. That's something that should be taught to me, especially with how unbelievably important it is. Oh, okay, didn't even see you cross the distance.
What's the age you usually graduate school from
You mean specifically
over
high
there?
school?
Specifically high school.
Um, damn it. Um, I mean, we have things for taxes too, but You still have to like figure out the basics of how it works to use them. Like TurboTax does your taxes for you. We usually graduate at 18 over here. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so point I'm making is there's good reason to say that a lot of people make the argument when they say teach taxes in school that like, you know, kids aren't going to be interested in taxes, but by like 16 through 18, you're already at the age where mm,
kids aren't going to be
it's
interested in
going to
taxes.
become
They say that like I'm interested in calculus.
to
Man,
and so 16 by 18 is already the age that people get part-time jobs to get, you know, things that, you know, where it actually becomes relevant.
in 1918 is possible depending on when you were born. Yeah, fair. It's amazing how quickly like a relatively easy boss goes from easy to just annoying when you stick two of them in a tiny room and you can't like reliably split them up.
Who are you fighting?
The double burial watchdogs,
Yeah.
crazy. I press circle. Come on. It is made for factory workers. Yeah, it's like a remnant of like factory workers in the space race. It's absurd.
In the Soviet Union especially, it was like a lot in a lot of ways just to train loyalty to the regime and obedience, and like it was directly counter to what a lot of modern school reforms do, which is like individual approach to kids and promoting creativity and like being good at what you're naturally good at. Um,
One of
it
these
was
days
the
I'll get
opposite
a
of that,
proper
actually.
opening while fighting a double shitty design double boss. Crazy. I dodge one move and get hit by the AoE from another. This is a boss encounter of all time. Okay. I every time I dodge one move I get hit by the other one. God damn it.
Oh, do you have crystal darts?
What?
You know you can make them fight each other, right?
Yeah, I don't have the
Mm,
what'd you say, crystal
pity.
darts?
Yep,
Yeah, I don't have crystal darts, unfortunately. Maybe
they're
wait.
mostly in the area.
I have bone darts and poison darts. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any crystal darts. So I'm forced to deal with the double trouble. Okay. And just comboed. Who designed this? Our extracurricular systems suck because they get barely any funding compared to the rest of the things schools do. Yeah, like any of the actually like fun stuff that you could also like turn into a career, like music, art, anything like that. No funding. Meanwhile, all of our funding goes into like math and science. And like, don't get me wrong, I love science. I'm like a massive science nerd, but I can hate math, and I don't
A
remember
lot of it is
and I don't
pyramid scheme.
yeah, and I don't remember anything from like math.
The issue with a lot of like scientific directions is unless you're literally becoming a scientist who discovers new stuff, your only direction in life is to go teach other people science. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was annoying. But we won, so it doesn't matter. So until college, you can actually start specializing in your life. Yeah, and even then, like you go to college and it's still like they still want you to take math and science classes, like alongside the stuff that you actually want to like
It's
do
pretty
do for
okay
life.
here because I think here you don't actually do like past school. You don't actually get anything else
Good night, Leok.
besides
Thanks for
your
stopping by.
good night, Leo. But here I think you only get stuff relevant to your profile, but I'm not sure because like math is relevant to my profile, so I probably have a little bit of math. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't get physics, for example, even though like the
Bye.
weird thing is I had to do a year of catch up, which they have categories. They have four general directions, which is like technical, economical, um, then there's fuck which one is it? There's economical. I don't know. I think historical is separate. No, it's not history. It's like spirit sciences, which is like a lot of the theoretical sort of like sociological stuff.
Spirit
And then
science sounds
there's
like alternative science, you know?
no. It's German words for like
I
stuff
know,
that
I
is
know,
more
I
about the
know.
mind. Yeah. And there's I want to say it's medical, but I'm not sure. Anyways, point is, I did technical. I had five subjects. I mean, maybe six technically. Seven if you like count really separately, but it's five core subjects, which is German, um, math, physics, chemistry, and informatics. And then theoretically, you can split up German into two sections, and you can split up math into two sections, which is, we had like analysis and geometry. But I say these are still one subject. And the thing about them, these do a better job like focusing on what you need in your subjects. I don't fucking understand why we need chemistry. I don't understand why chemistry is lumped here. I think if your job has to do with chemistry, you should go to the medical branch where they study chemistry way more advanced. I don't know this. I failed chemistry. I still got passed because all my other notes were good. So, get over like 80% in all my other grades. So they let me through. Um, I guess some people can say the same about informatics, but at least informatics, like most people were going to that direction. And as much as physics is pretty rarely applicable in the future. At least it's an extension of math. It isn't too much further from math, unlike chemistry, which is further from fucking everything else that we learned.
Yeah.
Not the point. But I believe in uni that I'm applying to, I will have exclusively stuff that is directly relevant to my profile, which is stuff about programming, IT, security, cybersecurity, a little bit of math, but like probably to do with machine calculations, most likely. I haven't seen any physics in the schedule. I haven't even seen any like German or anything. It's like whole program, which is interesting. I'm definitely more interested in just spending the time I can learning what's going to be directly relevant. Okay, Losty. I think I'm
Hmm.
gonna take a nap before movie night. That it can be
Okay, I mean
nice
you got
and
quite a bit for
fresh
movie before movie
and
night, but sure.
ready. I'll wake. I might wake up earlier.
Okay.
Um, I'm just passing out right now.
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Um, have fun on the stream. I love you most. Thanks
Yeah.
everyone for coming, and I hope y'all have fun without me, even though I'm like the most fun person around all the time.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not me, obviously.
Yeah, I know you are all here for me. Lost is great, but where would he be without me?
I don't know if we want the answer to that question.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Maeve. Sleep good. Alright, chat. Now it's just us. Now we can plot to take over the world. I actually don't remember how to get in this castle, and I don't feel like wandering around trying to figure it out, so. Oh, hello. Hi. Thank you. Explosive Great Bolt. So, I think I don't want to go fight the Scarlet Rot Dragon, not gonna lie. As much as I enjoy fighting the dragons in this game most of the time, it's like the one dragon I hate because of the giant Scarlet Rot fart AoE it does. I just think about how much I want to cook for my friends and stuff. That's really sweet. It's a very sweet mindset. I'm sure you're a great cook too. What the hell was that? I hate the Frost Dragon more. I don't really hate the Frost Dragon as much as I just... Because, like, usually by the time I get to the Frost Dragon, it just, like, dies pretty quickly. But I can get why, because it's got the big... It's got the same problem. It does, like, the big roar, and it's like a giant, undodgeable frostbite AoE, where your only option is just run for your life and pray. Which is ridiculous and annoying. Lifesteal Fist. We'll try the Rot Dragon after we hit the Cathedral of Dragon Communion bonfire. We'll give it a shot. I'm gonna level up first so I don't lose these runes. Okay. Option is to, however that's spelled, I can't think of it at the moment. I actually don't know what you're talking about, Ruby. Sorry. Alright, let's see how quickly this guy kills me. Okay, I do okay damage. I missed. Got him anyway. Japanese word for die. Oh, fair enough. Oh, there it is. Yep. God. Good thing I spent my runes. Alright, bro. Come at me. I missed you. Stupid tiny wall blocking me from moving. Oh, okay. Of course. Oh, he's so high up. Oh my god. Why can't I sprint? Doesn't matter, he missed somehow? Okay. Eh. Eh. Oh, okay. Jesus! God, that's so stupid. Stupid ass. Yeah, it's fair. Okay. Can you get down from there? Okay. How did I miss? I'm just not gonna be able to get that riposte. That's unfortunate. Average dragon moment. Real. There we go. Lots of runes for that too. I forgot that there was like a knight guy in here. Alright. Oh, he has more poise now. Okay. Well, at least the dragon's dead. That's all that really matters. Ear itch. Hey, Toothless. Have you played through all of Elden Ring? We might have already. We might have talked about this last time you were here. I don't remember. Oh, hello. All right. I love the wind box. Screw you. I struggle more against the knights than I do most bosses. Probably get to 25 bigger, and then level strength some more maybe. Because I'm gonna need a bunch of strength when I get the fingerprint shield eventually. Castle Redmane. Oh, I can get the map. I should do that. So I can actually see. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Better. Merchant guy. That's the wrong pin. That one. There we go. Stone Sword Key, which I'm too broke to afford. I'm too poor. Uh, trying to remember the area where that big dragon is, but I certainly don't remember where it is. I think it's up here. I think this is the mage village. I think with like all the invisible people. There's also just a troll up there. Hello. Are you gonna throw a rock at me? Please don't do that. Okay, he missed. Glass shards. Someday they'll be useful. No, they won't. The earthy flower. Scrappy Doo, leave me alone. I know I hit you first, but it's definitely an accident. I was actually only kidding. Okay. Alright. How long have I been streaming? Hour and a half. I'm very hungry. I've not eaten today. I might call it now. Go eat. I didn't realize how hungry I'd get after like another 30 minutes. I'm starving. Millicent? Alright. Yeah, I'm starving. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Um I think we've made some decent progress doing random stuff. And I will stream. I'm gonna be streaming either Elden Ring or Clair Obscur tomorrow, depending on which one wins the poll. But we'll see. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'm gonna go eat food. I'm very hungry. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.